Today, it's the ultimate steak for Valentine's Day, and I've got some fantastic tips and tricks to share with you, so stick around. I am Chef Johnny, the ultimate beef-loving Texan, and today we're talking fillets. So come in here close, let me show you how I season them up, and a little tip that I do to add extra flavor that I bet you've never seen. These really are pretty steaks, not gonna take much trimming at all on them. They are pretty much all meat and looking pretty good. This is a nice big fillet up in the center. This one's kind of getting closer to the tail end of that tenderloin, but it's still going to be nice. I'm going to trim this off just a little bit, clean it up. Don't have to clean it up a whole lot. What I'm going to season them up with today is Cosmos double pepper cow cover. My wife and I both like pepper on our steaks, so this double pepper is going to work really good for this. I'll do this side, pat it in, and it is a coarser grind than their regular. Let me trim that off right there. A little coarser grind than their regular cow cover. Right there, it's going to give us some tremendous flavor. And of course, we can roll those around, right? And here we go. We're fixing to have tip number one. So, one, season your sides before you put your bacon on. I think that's a good tip. Got some nice thick cut bacon on here. I'm gonna bring it around. The tip I'm gonna show you here is, folks, is what in the world are we gonna use to secure our bacon? I'm gonna do something that's a little bit different, maybe a little bit out of the box from what you're used to seeing, but I think it adds a lot of flavor to these fillets. And fillets, I believe, can use a little bit of flavor. We are gonna use rosemary twigs. Now, I like to use these green right off the plant. Wasn't able to do that this time. A friend of mine brought them to me, so all I'm gonna do is come in here, and I've been having them soak all morning, and I'm gonna cut them now with a little bit of an angle on them. Also, one thing you'll wanna do is, especially if they've hardened up some, is just take your thumb and get any of the rough stuff you don't want on there off. And for Valentine's Day, I thought this would be a great way to do these fillets. So I'm just going to take it, push this through easy. It's in there. Reshape that steak a little bit. You can see it went all the way through. Come over to this one, same way. Get that sharp end that I sharpened. Push it through. There we have it. Now, I am going to touch up my seasoning again a little bit because I have been handling it. And folks, these are not the only tips I'm going to give you. I like doing it like this. We have barded these or added fat to them to help protect moisture in these, to give them a little bit more flavor with the bacon, but again, to retain moisture. These are about ready. Let's check that Primo grill and see if that reverse sear is ready to go. So now you've had tips 1 and 2. 1, season inside the bacon. 2, use a rosemary skewer instead of your grill pins or a toothpick, right? There's 2. We're gonna be getting these on the grill. I got some more for you, so make sure you stay to the end. We're gonna get this open, give you tip number 3, and that is reverse sear, guys. A quality steak deserves a reverse sear. So, our steaks are on, kind of shape them the way you want to. We want them to be nice and round. Now's the time to do that because they are gonna look like they cook. So we've done that. We're gonna close it up. If you were gonna use a thermometer to monitor temperatures, now would be the time to put those in. I'm not. I'm gonna let these go at this 375 for about 15 minutes. Then I'll check the temps. I wanna take them up to 130 degrees. Now let's check the temperature on these steaks. Again, they're an offset cook. We want these up somewhere in that 130 degree range. Pitch running close to 400. 110. Boy, that one is cooler. That one's saying 84. That surprises me tremendously. 95. Let's get that turned away from the fire. So, Insta-read thermometers, guys. Cannot emphasize how important they are. This one's from ThermaPro. It's about 30 bucks, and I think that is a good $30 investment. I do have Thermopins that are about 90 bucks. That's a big difference. So let's shut this up, go a little bit longer. All right, let's get it open. Oh, see where we're at. Those are looking pretty. I'm gonna check the temperatures with my instant read. Away from the fire, 118, near the fire, 117, so we're real close. Let's check this one. Let's close it back up and go a little bit longer. We have, and again, we have oak and we have mesquite. Open that up. What do y'all think about these, huh? How are they looking? Instant read thermometer, can't go without it. This one I just got. I am gonna shoot a video of this versus the Thermopin, which is 90 versus 30. Okay, time for me to really sear mine off. 125, 135 on that side. That'll be good for my wife. She likes a medium. And I'm just gonna take them off of here and I'm gonna put them right over there. Gonna open up my bottom and my top vents so I can get the heat up, about 450, maybe 500. Time to sear these off. It is nice and hot. Go on with my wife's right here. Oh yeah, you can hear that sear going. We're gonna go about 2 minutes on that side, guys. Here we go, time to flip these over. That one's not quite ready to turn. I can tell you this, guys, when it's time to turn them, they'll turn loose, and look here. That one is stuck. I'm gonna let it sit till it wants to come up off there. That one went for 2 minutes. It's got a nice finish on it. All right, we're gonna pull them off. Time to get them off. These steaks are almost ready to taste. They've been resting for a while. I've given you numerous different tips. We still have one big tip I'm gonna give you toward the end. So remember, stick around for that. But don't forget, guys, you get you some skewers for your bacon. Rosemary works great. Even if you don't wanna go all the way through it, put it in there. Put that nice little rosemary essence into your filet. Instant read thermometer comes in handy. Some type of thermometer. I didn't use one today. You can use a wireless, you can use a probed one. Those have it. Get those thermometers, use them. They're gonna help you to cook a better steak. Here we go. Beautiful steaks. Got a nice sear on them. Pull our rosemary skewers out. There we go. And we're gonna take a nice sharp knife and we're gonna see how these turned out. That one to the side. Let's take this fillet first. Oh, is it tender? Let's look in there. Do a nice little presentation here on the board for you. Here is our final tip, guys. If you are going to serve these on a plate already sliced, which I think is a lovely presentation, I have got some flaked salt right here. It's a mini flake, so it's not a great big flake. Now this came from, I think, True Salt, but take that salt and just put a little bit on your steak. This warm steak and the moisture from it is going to help it to soak into that steak and melt that salt. But that is going to make a nice little touch to any steak you do, not just your fillets. There you have it, some fantastic tips. Let me know what your favorite tip was in the comments down below. And also let me know if you've ever tried rosemary as skewers before. Let's get a bite of this beautiful steak. I'm going to kind of grab one of these more rare pieces here. That was pretty, and I tell you what, this one was right up next to that skewer. So it's going to be packed with a lot of that rosemary flavor. Let's give it a taste. Moist, tender. Thanks for stopping by. Remember to share us on your social media. I'm Chef Johnny, and we'll see y'all down the road. So long, everybody.